Hi folks, welcome back. I've done the bike ride this morning. We went a bit earlier. It's very, very warm. So we thought we'd get a bit of an early start. We didn't get much of an early start, but knife painting. I'm going to go from the beginning, doing a drawing on the, just making up one. And I'm right-handed, so it's very easy for me to go from right to left. I'm not so easy that way, but I want to make a bit of a large rock, small rock. You don't want to have both sides of equal weight, so let's start up here and come down here, and you can have all sorts of planes, rocks coming down here. We'll have a horizon, say about there. And now go something like that, and we'll put some rocks in here. Okay, well we're going to cover it up anyway, so I don't know where the black one is. One's run out on me, but maybe this is one I did a drawing with last week or over the weekend. Anyway, I'll put it where I know where it is, where I lose it. I'll put that there with all my pile of brushes, my watercolour, my oil painting brushes. Right, here we are. Now, cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, cadmium red, load of white, and ultramarine blue and Payne's grey. So 1, 2, 3, 4 colours plus what is just black and white really. Right, I'll put out some more. Let's have a bit of Griffin. Griffin dries very quickly. Well, it dries quickly overnight, and it mixes with all the other colours as well. So let's just get that there. And I need some paper, a couple of sheets of. I got this big roll from our local Lidl supermarket. I mean, it's superb. It was 3 times that size for £3. But the sign says when it's gone, it's gone. And I wish I'd bought. Well, I did buy 2 rolls. And I used one as a kitchen roll that my wife was happy with. It just never wore out until it did. Right, now that's going to be my brush for my pad for cleaning the knife. So let's just put that like that. No, you can't see that really, but I can. Now my camera is flashing. I don't know why it does that, but it probably, if I pull out the power cord, I hope it doesn't, oops. I hope it doesn't affect the picture. Right, okay. Yeah, I hope it doesn't lessen the light in the camera, but we'll find out later, won't we, when somebody complains about it. Right, okay. This is the Griffin alkyd-based paints. It's on everywhere. I might use a bit of. I might add another colour, but I haven't got much of that. I used to have a lot, but I haven't replenished it, but it's a Griffin colour. So, and I'll put this out of the way because you won't be able to see this a bit there unless I make the picture smaller. I could do, but no, because she likes to watch the mixing. So, got paint all over my fingers now. What did I say I would do? Yeah, just. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Using, great thing is that all the paint can be washed off your hands with washing up liquid. That's all you need. Right. Okay. So we need to paint down to here. Now this could be quite drab, and that is to its benefit. Well, this nice cliff colour. No, not cliff colour. We're not going to do that. We're going to paint the sky. We'll have a Payne's grey base sky. Touch of blue. And then we'll just get that in. I'm always aware of the palette of the marvellous Catherine Williams. Sir Catherine Williams died some years ago, but he was a Welsh painter, lived on our Anglesey Island, and he painted all the landscapes, and he would paint portraits in with the knife, but he would use brushes, fine brushes for the eyes, the irises and so on. Very, very difficult to paint, although you can do it. And don't worry about lines. This is the more lines you have, the more authentic it looks. But you do use a lot of paint, so be prepared to spend a few pounds or dollars. As we come down, we can make this more warm. Yeah, that'd be bright right this morning. It does make my neck and my hands ache though. Oh, my age. Like streaky clouds, they're quite authentic. You'll always see a sky like this on a sort of a drab day. And Catherine Williams, she did paint drab, but they were exciting. I just love what he does. You can go on Google and you can find his work there. I think he died around about 2004, but he left £12 million, I believe, in his estate. Well, I wish he had spent some of it when he had it, if he was alive to think about it. This is a bit of 3mm MDF which I've given a coat of gesso. Well, no, it wasn't gesso. It was emulsion, white emulsion paint, household emulsion, good quality, quite thick. And when it was dry, well, I dried it with a hairdryer. I went over it with a good coat of PVA glue, dilute. I expect some of you will fast forward through all this because it does take a bit of time. But then others will lay in the bath with a glass of champagne and enjoy watching my videos. Oh, just get the paint on. You can refine it once you've got it on. I won't be surprised if this paint dries before I can go back to it and model it. Probably ruined it, but this is a demonstration on painting a coastal scene. Let's get that bit whiter up here. Right, that's more or less a sky. Let's just get some clouds. Oh, damn. Scrape that off. Didn't want that. I've got enough on there. So that's why you need it's good to have a wad of paper, and you can, when it's full up, you can just fold it up again and paint on the rest of it. Right. I didn't say this was going to be a short video. Okay, well that will do for a moment. We can add a bit of cloudy stuff in there. Right, okay, that's a bit of interest. Now, we've got to sort out some colours. If you do decide to have a go at this sort of painting, the knives come in all sorts of qualities, but I've always used the Winsor & Newton ones. They've lasted me a lifetime. I've had these for years. Oh yeah, they do bend, and you can break the tip of this, but they've been very good to me, and hopefully for you too. So there's some blue. Let's mix just a sea colour, bit of. There we go. So just put that in. Probably going uphill a little bit there. So let's straighten up a bit. That's more or less. Some white and some more blue. It's really going to get warm again in the UK. It's called summer. We get it every year. Some years it's hot, some years it's not so hot. Right, we're going to put that rock in there now, so let's have a bit of black, black and grey. Right, now we'll get a bit of lighter stuff in there. I'm using the stuff on the palette. Right, now we'll put in a bit of light water. Right, now we'll start to fill in some of those rocks now. I'll start on the side, I'm not really. But remember, I'm using a very limited palette. Vary the colours, very important. We don't want sheer colour. I mean, when you cut this card, I buy 3 foot by 4 foot sheets of it. Well, I don't. My daughter-in-law goes and gets it from Wessex Frames over in Leatherhead. I cut it, but it does leave a raised edge where you cut. So just carefully sand that off. Otherwise, your brush won't reach, or your knife won't reach the edge. Right, I'm just mixing up all the different colours here. A bit of that Payne's grey there. Right, a bit of white on there. Bit of counter change there, and just. We're creating an illusion of something. We're not painting for realism. I don't like realism. I'm not good at it. But I try to paint from sort of feeling. Like creating impressions of stuff rather than portraits of anything. There are plenty of great artists that can do that, or have the patience to learn to do it. Let's create the shape of rocks. Okay, so that's that. So we'll let's put a bit of green in. Okay, we'll let that go for a minute. Do something here. This is where I get my fingers. I'll move the palette over, I think. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, get out of the way. I've got these great big clips. They're like, I don't know, they're, I got them from off the skip next door when my neighbour died, and his daughters cleared the house and they were throwing all sorts of things away. And there were these, I can't close it with one hand, but with two hands, oh, dynamite. What are they called? Silver clamp. Very, very good quality. Right, okay, now we're going to get some nice, get some of this. I don't want to do the same, but I seem to be, well, at least I'm higher there than I am here, so that's to the good. That's bit of red in that mix. Because I've got it there, I don't want to waste it, so we're putting it on here. Right, let's get some light on there. It's very tempting with a knife to get slabs instead of like this sort of hit and miss impression. Lighten. I'm not using that burnt umber that I pushed out. Not yet, anyway. All right, let's get a bit of light on there. Right, if we get a bit of dark, I'll use a bit of red in that, it's warming up a bit. Down in here, so that we can counter change the light. See, that's where I've got the rays, so very remiss of me that was to miss that out. Some shadow bits. We'll get the light in now. Might have to change that because we've got two equal Just mixing a bit of red in with that Payne's Grey so we can get a bit of counter change on here, coming down into the sea, or sea area. Right, let's get some greeny stuff, because most cliffs have got some vegetation on them. Doesn't matter if you leave a few holes in it. It's all light against dark, light against dark. Well, we should do a bit of that sea next, because we can titivate afterwards. Now, it's coming into sand, so we start putting a sandy colour in. But because we're coming into there, we can put some crashing sort of waves. Around the corner there. The paint is getting a bit thick with the temperature at the moment. Oh. Well, this is where you can go wrong. Now, so we want a bit of the grey, bit of blue, and you can put that underneath where that wave is. So sort of a shadow bit under it. And then bit of burnt umber now, because that's a very good sandy colour. So let's get all that mixed in there. Right, then we'll use that and some yellow ochre, plenty of white. I'm going to have to go off the boarding. Can you see that? Yes, it's there. Yeah, I'm just mixing up a bit of this beachy colour. Much more white in that. Put some here now, Well, that's what I've figure out what I'm going to put there. Right, I've got a bit of dark. Just that red mixed with the blue, like the red mixed with the Payne's grey. And we want to just get that dark in there. Right, let's get a grey. Round to that beach, and we've got to fill that in, so we'll put dark in there. God, my head aches. What about yours? Let's get a nice. I'm using a towel now. I've got loads of it. But you need a lot of toweling when you do this sort of thing. Right, and then we want to mix a bit up for some rocks coming down here. Now we want white, and that's that lovely sandy colour. We'll put some shadows in here when we just got the bulk of it in. be more white below the expense. I won't use any more of that Griffin, I'll use another cheaper one. It's the same colour, but one's fast drying. "36 minutes would be quite long, wouldn't it?" Now we want the light, then you want to get a darker colour just to feed into that, so that you're getting the light be blocked by the big cliffs. We put some tide in there, some high tide where the sea comes in. Right, let's get a bit of Payne's grey in there, and then you'll see what I mean. That there's some brush lines on this, so it's not. Now we want the light now. Oh, that's supposed to be shadow. I'm getting hungry now. Now that sky is nice and grey, so let's put in some Payne's. Oh, I have to put out some more Payne's grey. Got this great picture. My fingers are going to sleep now because it's a bit of cramp. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Bit of grey. I'm trying to just show ripples of a no of a little a stream just going into the water. So I've just put some darker stuff in there, just little shadows. Right, can I do anything more? Let's try and fill some of those holes. Bit of shadows, a bit of just some rocks. Okay, I don't think it's a bit messy, but right. Well, it's okay. Okay. Well, I'll put that in the frame, so let's just undo this lot. So I haven't wasted a lot of paint really. Right, let's find the frame, which is standing there empty. I've got another 2 boards prepared, but I should probably use those for oil painting with brushes. Let's put those to one side. Get the good old frame up, and we'll carefully put that in here. Now this won't stick to the what they call the rebate, because there are tacks. I've put in tacks in the around the inside of the frame, so that the painting rests on the pins and not on the frame itself. Very important. Okay, there we go. We get that censored. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? Well, there we are. We're going out into the light. There's lots of holes in this because the board wasn't quite as smooth. Well, you don't really want it smooth. You want it with some tooth on it, but I think I made a bit of a mess underpainting it. But anyway, there you are. Just an impression of rockiness. I'm not going to do anything more to it, except how long have we been going? 15 minutes nearly. 15 minutes. Okay, well I hope you like that demonstration, folks. I'll get it uploaded and you can let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.